One simple way that you can really increase your productivity is by learning how to manage the interruptions and distractions that happen to you every single day. There's nothing more frustrating at times than being interrupted or being pulled away from a task that you are really absorbed into. In fact, I recently read a statistic that says that when we get pulled away from something that we're working on, it can take up to 24 minutes to get totally focused back into that same level of concentration. And now I'm not talking about just the small little interruptions. Obviously, I'm talking about the big distractions that kind of pull you away, and then you have to sit down and get refocused again. There's really no way to totally eliminate these minor, small distractions that can come into your life, but you do need to learn how to keep them from becoming the big distractions that really pull you away from your agenda for the day. And I credit a lot of this concept to Derek Franklin, and I would encourage you to check out his blog, derekfranklinonline.com. But I have a simple 3-step formula for managing distractions. If you've watched prior videos or read blog posts, then you know about the fact that I always talk about that there are internal distractions. These are to-dos, emails, voicemails, return phone calls, ideas that come to mind internally inside your mind as you are trying to focus and work on a particular task. So these are the internal distractions. And then there's also the external distractions or interruptions that happen with people coming into your office, the phone's ringing, your email alert notification is popping up on a regular basis. So you have all these distractions. And there's nothing more frustrating than planning out your day and having a real clear plan for what you're going to get done that day, and then not making room to handle distractions. And so that's what I want to talk about briefly, is just share with you 3 steps. The first thing I do is I use an index card that I keep close by me. This is a 3x5 index card that I keep close by me at all times. It's right within distance, and then anytime I am working on during a focus session, and I like to create these focus sessions where typically for me they're about 30 minutes in length. So it's 30 minutes where I'm focused on just one activity, one task. I'm focused on this one project and trying to move it forward a step. And so while you're in the middle of that focus time, there's going to be these internal distractions that come up, and I use this index card to record them. And so more specifically, what I do is I record any and all distractions that come about. So I've got this 3x5 card, and then what I do is I divide this 3x5 card into 2 sections. The first one I usually label morning, and the second section I label the afternoon. And it's just something I grab at the beginning of every day. It's real simple, and the idea is that it's real handy and it's right there. And then what I do typically is I will just record those distractions as they come along. Whatever it is, I just write them down. And these are, the internal. In fact, writing this blog post and creating this video today, I've already written 2 or 3 to-do items that have come to mind. But the great thing is I can just write them down and get right back to what I'm doing. It doesn't pull my concentration away to just record something for 3 quick seconds and get right back to what I'm doing. In fact, it helps because one of the main things that can bother us is that we think that we're going to forget what we need to do, and that's why we pull ourselves away from that distraction. And then lastly, the last thing I do is I actually have 2 focus sessions. Call them breakaway sessions. And for me, I have these at 11:30 and 4:30. So I've scheduled these into my schedule that for 11:30 to 12 I'm going to work on to-dos, any of these distractions, checking my email, my voicemail, and getting anything that I need done for the morning. And I do the same thing at 4:30 for the afternoon.